But just to kick it off, welcome everyone to our first Circular Lunch Club 2025 collaboration and co-creation with Circular South Africa. This is an exciting and packed session as we will be sharing what we'll be doing this year, our plans for the year, as well as speaking to a science communication illustration and the hashtag Circular Economy Explained campaign. And my name is Mark Lamani, and I'm joined by my colleague Katarina Gering from Circular South Africa. And if it's your first time here, thank you for taking the time to be with us this afternoon. I hope you got your tea and coffee ready and some notepads because it's going to be an informative session. All right, a little bit about Circular South Africa. Circular South Africa was created, the platform was created in 2023 with a vision to amplify the potential and value of a just circular economy across South Africa. And we believe in the four fundamental principles of circular economy, which is designing out waste and pollution, keeping materials in their highest value, regenerating natural systems, as well as a benefit for all members in society. And by practicing these principles across all sectors, we can foster an inclusive growth and a circularity in South Africa. And just about this platform, for those who are here for the first time, the Circular Lunch Club was designed based from an influx of webinars after the post-COVID. And we thought like, hey man, let's create something where we can have an informative session, but bite-sized, where people can get value from it and we can create collaboration with our partners. And that's the birth of Circular Lunch Club, where we invite, it's a monthly session where we invite some of our partners to join and collaborate with us to share their insights and also welcome the voices of our community by them sharing their insights on the discussion session, as well as using the chat section of this platform to just share their insights and collaborate with people. So I do emphasize that we should break the silos in circularity and collaborate by using this platform. And thank you all for being here, and I'm handing over to Katarina.
Cool. Thanks, Mark. Thanks for the introduction. Hi, everyone. It's nice to see some new faces and some people that we have previously connected with. Really nice of you guys to join and actually support us. We really, really appreciate it. And as Mark has said, the lunch clubs are really for short interval, short duration. We don't want to have a really lengthy webinars, even though we are also going to offer them during this year. So what we have really, I think, been more and more convinced about is that circular economy isn't really a mainstream topic as such. Circular economy is often still, considered as waste management and recycling, but obviously circularity, as Mark has explained, is so much more. There are four principles around it, and it's really around creating new opportunities, also new business opportunities. And what we're really trying to do is with CSA is to make sure that people are aware of the initiatives that are already out there. So we don't want to duplicate any efforts, but we also want to make sure that what circular economy is actually becoming accessible and is made being accessible. So the first thing that we thought of last year is actually to look at the research that's out there, right? Evidence-based research, and obviously strategies and policies are quite crucial. So we are all in for science, but the important part is how do we translate science into accessible language. So what we did is to think about the sectors that the CSIR has actually researched, and these are all the resource-intensive sectors of South Africa, and to see how can we actually leverage their messaging and their research findings into something that people can explore more and can actually look at the opportunities. We know what the challenges are, but I think it is quite important to stay positive and to really focus on the opportunities that are out there and to create those enabling ecosystems. And we have worked quite long on science communication in the sense of infographics that we're going to actually launch each month now. It has been such a great journey actually to work with a graphic designer on it and an engineer on it to really bring those messaging together. And the infographics are still heavily loaded with information, so you have a lot to explore. So it's not as easily maybe as digestible, but I think what we have really tried to do is make sure that circular economy, the opportunities are really being put forward in the different sectors, and that we always draw back to those principles. And the fourth principle, and more the social principle about benefiting all members of society, or some colleagues refer to a just transition in all the sectors, is really, really instrumental or really key, that we need to also have more discussions about that. So this is basically the first illustration that gives you an overview. And I know it's quite a lot to take in. And what we're going to do is actually upload all those illustrations on our Knowledge Hub. If you haven't checked it out on the website, please go on there. Our members can also actually upload Knowledge Hub items after we have vetted them. So we're really trying to create this platform where you can also find consolidated knowledge and inform yourself. So we developed all those infographics last year. It took us really more than 3 months. I think we were busy with it. And then we thought, well, instead of just publishing, why not actually focus on each of the sectors next year in 2025? So what we would really like to do is take each of the sectors forward in the consecutive months. So in February, we're going to focus on mining. Then we're looking at mobility, human settlements, and energy. Then we are looking at water, agriculture, and also manufacturing. And obviously, depending on where we find in case studies, and I think this is the important part, it's not just us talking. We really want to invite partners to the platform and to present on their case studies, for example, in mobility or in agriculture. We might shift the months around when we are actually speaking about the key economic sectors. But the first sector that's up is mining. Obviously, very resource intensive, usually not spoken about in a circular economy context, but quite vital for South Africa's economy. So what we, and I think this is why we created the first lunch club about, is we want to get your insight, right? This is what our team came up with, but at the end of the day, we really want to create this community and people to give us input as well. So how we see you guys to collaborate with CSA as well and become active is, well, share your expertise on a lunch club in a specific sector. Submit events on our platform. So we have a whole events section overview. So once you sign up as a member, which is also for free, you can upload the events. You, as I said, can upload the Knowledge Hub items, and you can even submit case study collections. And last year, we've mapped out more than 150 circular economy case studies in South Africa, and we are actually have added quite a few more case studies, but it's really important for us to also, for you to actually give us those case studies so that we're actually knowing what's happening in the sector. And then one campaign that we're really excited about is, again, giving the voice to our members, is speaking about my circular story. So we like to, and you might have seen it if you follow us on our social media channels, as a 1 minute video on the circular economy initiatives that people are actually implementing, and to demonstrate that circularity is already happening a lot, and that we can bring those members together. So I think this is a lot from my side. Mentioning is, as I said, we want to amplify the efforts that you're driving around a just circular economy transition in South Africa. So this time around, we actually have a little bit more time on how can we collaborate more. So the question I'm actually going to throw back to you guys now. I'm going to open up a poll, so please bear with me. As Mark has said, this is the first time we're using MS Team that way. And then I think we can actually open up the floor to other participants to also ask questions and to also share their ideas with, because we are not the only ones that have fantastic, I think, ideas. So let me just reopen the poll on my end, and it should pop up on your screen in a second, and then you can type in, and this word cloud should start be filled. So I hope, let me know if you can see it.
Yes, we can see it, Katrina.
Perfect. So I don't see anyone responding yet. So guys, please don't be shy. There is no wrong answer here. It's really for us to also gauge with you to see, okay, what other activities would you like to see? We are planning webinars. We are also looking into training. Obviously expanding the Knowledge Hub, the event section, making sure that the messaging around circularity is coming out, expanding our social media channels as well. Wastewater is one topic. Okay, so this is topic, okay? Cool. Circular economy training, yes. Personal workshops. So I think people are very keen to do physical workshops. I know we do everything digital, but we do like to be with people in the room and actually connect with one another and teach, which is fantastic. Construction, so I think that's the built environment. Job opportunities. Matchmaking. The person who has mentioned matchmaking, do you mean matchmaking business to business, government to business? I think I would like to hear more what exactly type of matchmaking you are after. ESG and sustainability. Yes, we have thought about that as well. We actually wanted to do a finance webinar last year linking to ESG, but it was quite difficult to engage with finance institutions. So if you guys have contacts, let us know. We can do a lot with it. Water seems to be, we have a lot of water people here online, which I love, because we are actually also really, really interested in water. As you might know, by 2030, at least Gauteng might face very, very tremendous water cuts. And we see it obviously already in the Eastern Cape. So it's really high tide to get the topic water and circularity going. Green buildings and built environment. Yes, we're going to cover that as well. Impact assessment. Person who has written impact assessment, please also elaborate what you exactly mean. Do you mean an impact assessment on a product level, on a national level? There we can also connect you to the right research that's out there. And then job opportunities. Yes, that's one of the things I would really like to see for South Africa, is actually to see the job opportunities that are out there for the circular economy sectors if we transition to a circularity. So what jobs can actually be created? And then frameworks. Wonderful. Consumer products. Consumer products, tell me more. What do you mean by consumer products? Do you mean a circular design for the products, or do you mean the consumer awareness around the products and how they need to maybe dispose safely of the products once they reach end of life? I think I covered most of that. Collab within sectors, yes. That's what we're also trying to do. And I think this is also where we are really seeing a matchmaking role for CSA. We don't have all the answers, but the more members we get on our platforms, I think the easier it becomes for us to also connect you guys with one another and to explore partnerships. Okay, I'm going to close the poll. And because we still have 14 minutes left, I'm going to actually open up the floor to you guys to maybe unmute yourself. And if you can show your face, quickly introduce yourself briefly, and then maybe also say what you see in the sector and what you really think CSA could contribute to, but also what you would like maybe to contribute to CSA.
Can I speak?
Absolutely, go ahead. And then we have one hand up as well. Dolores,
okay.
Go ahead.
My name is Dolores, and I've got a small company called Bright Phoenix. We are looking to collaborate with people and hospitals to use their waste management to be able to repurpose what we have. And I have everything in my mind, all set up to go. I've got a presentation that I've got to can send to people, or I don't know who. That would be great if I could collaborate with somebody, because I have this great I had this great opportunity with a previous company that we were trained as a small company, you know, being trained by this massive company. But we've moved over now, and now I would like to do this that I'm thinking of for myself, my company, grow for the opportunities for South Africa and for underprivileged children.
Great.
Thank you. We're using hospital waste.
Yes. Can you elaborate on the hospital waste? Because I know there were some initiatives around, I think, making shoes from IV bags, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
But
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I was part of that program.
Wonderful.
But now I'd like to piggyback on that, but to do a different style, one that would be more comfortable, one that would be you know, more durable for the youth, because we have in South Africa lots of children that we've got a lot of rain going on, cold weather and stuff like that. So our children are quite underprivileged. So it would be nice if I was allowed to, even though they might say that I'm taking somebody else's patent, but it would be nice if I could piggyback on it. Am I allowed to? Would I be allowed to? Because I was trained by them.
Yeah, I think that's something that obviously you would need to set up a meeting with them and see if there's even potential for collaboration between them. But I think we can also take the chat offline to see how we can maybe connect you, and you know, who else within the field could maybe support you there in that journey as well. because hospital waste is something I think that is unfortunately also underestimated, right?
Yes. And not many people have solutions for it. Not many companies or hospitals.
Great.
Thanks
so much, Dolores.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mark, do you want to engage?
Nobashubi, she had her hand up.
Hello everyone. I'm excited to be part of the first 2025 meeting. On my side, I'm a scientist. I specialize in polymer science, biopolymers, and cosmetic formulation science. I have a waste beneficiation platform where we collect food, specific streams of food though, and we make biopolymers and we then turn them into cosmetic actives for wound care and skin repair and also for water purification. So on my side, I would like to contribute some of the research that we have done to the Knowledge Hub, and I wish for collaboration with people in the food sector, agricultural sector, because on our side we've gotten funding and we did a lot of research, and I realized that a lot of people need it, and also some can't really afford our services. So last year we did a collab with the TVET college, and we opened an online school for cosmetics, but we then added a section for waste beneficiation and circular economy, and that did not go well because I've seen when we look at our data, nobody is using that. And I realized that I think people are missing a very, very good opportunity here, because we have part of our thing that we do. We also work with rural communities where we do a 50-50 split, where they give us their plants and then we help. And then we now work with NPOs within the city center where they collect waste and then we extract, and then we work with them. And then we show them our technology, they sign NDAs and MOUs, and then we work together. And then now I've realized that, you know what, I need to open this up to actually people that circular mind thinking, and also that would appreciate the opportunity. And I know last year you guys sent me an email with because I'm a member and I was going through like a hard time, and I was like, I'm not ready for this. But this year I am, this year I want to be active. I want to put in at least 2 posts for the Knowledge Hub, like a month, and then be able to just open it up to people if you have a question about this, or if you need like a research thing about this, because I don't want to hog all the information to myself. There are small companies that could benefit greatly from what we've already achieved. I mean, not all the formulations that I have access to, in this lifetime I would be able to use. So yeah, that's how I wish to partner with you guys, and I'm also looking for people that would like to do that. So that's the relationship I wish to have with you guys, and relationship also with the other members within the circular economy sector or club or whatever we're going to call ourselves now.
That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
I think I'm done.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. I remember meeting you at the Satch in Cape Town. It was beautiful. But there's already comments for you, suggestions of collaboration in the chats for you already.
Yes,
so it's going to be a good year.
Yes, and then I had to go to the SA Innovation Summit because I was like, okay, I want to be able to do this, but I need to leave. So at least I just showed up and then I left, and then I'm like, yeah, okay. So at least now I do want to be very active within the circular economy sector in a meaningful way, because I think people don't know the steps or don't know how to even test the stability of something so that it can be able to go there. Because also on our online platform we have a course that is idea to shelf, which is you have the idea, how do you take it to the shelf?
Yeah.
Obviously, to go to the shelf, you need to be compliant. So yeah, we can assist with that.
Amazing.
Thank you so
Wonderful.
much for that. Really appreciate that. And we got Vanessa here also. She got 2 hands up. Vanessa. Hey.
I have 2 hands up.
Reunion.
Cancer survivor. Hope I'm audible. And I hope
Yes,
I
you
don't
are.
take too long. Thank you. Okay, because I talk slower, but let me go quickly. We have a media and communication agency. We used to be in the top 1% before COVID. And we have many credentials, but that doesn't matter. What we have done is we launched a circular economy based tech app, which is now an MVP. And we're about to launch. It's launched actually. We testing the MVP. Long story short, we believe that the success we've had is what we translated into the tech economy to build a circular economy. We have a great case study in Saris for Change, where we've proved great publicity can build brands. The 2 things we have an opportunity, we have a radio show every Thursday between 11 to 12, where we interview 2 entrepreneurs on the 11 o'clock and 11 o'clock, 11:30. It's a feel-good radio station. It's based in Sandton. It's in an 8.2 billion ecosystem miles and the richest mile in Africa with 55,000 people listening. So that's the one opportunity we're happy to promote any entrepreneurship. The one thing is you have to come to the studio. So that's how we're building it. The second thing, we've got things to give away. We've launched a resource bank. Maybe we can give it away to the circular economy, from office desk to resources like mentoring, etc.
Mhm.
So we can have a case study for our proof of concept.
Yeah.
So that's all I want to say. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Vanessa, and thanks for also tuning in again. I think we can definitely explore the different opportunities because I think that's quite exciting, right? To also give entrepreneurs the platform and the resource bank and mentoring, because we do get quite a bit of requests around mentoring, but we don't only have the capacity, unfortunately. So absolutely. I see there are 2 more hands up, and I think, Mems, you were the first one. Because we have only 5 minutes left, I need to give us a pitch, and then Carla, you are next up.
Okay, thank you, everyone. I'm down with flu, so my voice might not be so clear. So anyway, Mems Ramaila is my name. For the past 18 months, I was with the Fetola Circular Economy Accelerator, and that's where I got to learn about circularity. I am in the beekeeping space, so I farm bees, and I work with communities, empowering them through beekeeping. So the thing is, there's some waste, some byproducts could be, I would like to, register this business opportunity or this opportunity where we could, collaborate with someone like Norma, because, for instance, one of the byproducts of bees is beeswax.
Yeah.
And beeswax and beeswax is good for in the cosmetic industry, and wound care and all of that. So yes, that's what I'm looking at, collaboration, but also sharing my insights with regard to beekeeping circularity. I'm also a research associate at the University of Joburg, the Center for Ecosystems, Intelligence. So yeah, I've got lots of knowledge, experience, and as I say, I'm happy to, contribute towards enhancing the knowledge hub. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. That's, yeah.
So yeah, just in 1 minute, I'm Carla Hudson. I'm the program manager of an entity called the Mpumalanga Green Cluster Agency. We has been formed recently, 2022 to be more precise, and we have been mandated to facilitate, coordinate, and implement green economy projects in the province. So one of our sectors is circular economy. So we also would like to connect with anybody that would like to or have any projects in the Mpumalanga area. And other focus areas is water, renewable energy, and sustainable agriculture. So that's the four sectors that we are focusing on. Very involved with the whole just energy transition process and supporting that process with the PCC and the JET-PMU and Just SA and all of that. My email is carla@npgca.co.za, but I'll put it in the chat.
Perfect.
Thank you so much, Carla.
Yeah, I think also there, Carla, we can explore you can actually already jump onto our case studies. We have almost like a visual case study. So the presentation that you found on the website is actually quite nice because you can zoom in into the provinces and have a first look at that. And then we can also see, for example, if we can call up people to actually hand in more case studies, maybe specifically for Mpumalanga, and we could work together to also see you guys harness more case studies to feed into the process that you guys are doing. Because I think that's quite vital, right? The coordination aspect. Okay, let me stop sharing my screen. I think you guys all saw our social media handles that we have. Mark, do you have any closing remarks from your side?
Not really. I just want to say thank you so much for everyone that attended today. Let's keep the collaboration going for this year. It looks exciting already. So yeah, I'm excited.
Great. And then I want to also just echo that to thank everyone. I have just also put in all our links in the chat. So the last message in the chat, you will just click on the link tree and then you will see all the links to Circular South Africa and the resources that are available there. So please just check that out, join us as a member, support CSA and make CSA grow. So it would really help us if you can also engage with CSA, share the posts so that we can actually reach more people on the ground that can actually benefit from circular economy. Carla, I see your hand up, but I'm wondering if it's an old hand.
No, it's an old hand. Sorry.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you everyone for joining. And yeah, you know how to reach us. As I said, on the different social media channels. We obviously also have our email. We have a contact form on our website as well. If you want to find out something, if you want to set up a meeting with us, please feel free to reach out. And I think with that, we can actually close off the lunch club. And yeah, very grateful for everyone who has joined today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you very much for facilitating this.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.